Ciao ragazzi, and welcome to our first Italian 101 lesson video. Today we are going to talk about a very basic topic, l'alfabeto italiano, the Italian alphabet. Basically, we're going to talk about the letters that exist in Italian, their names, and their sounds. So, luckily for you guys, the Italian alphabet is very, very similar to the English alphabet. It's even smaller. In English, you have 26 letters. In Italian, you have 21. And what happens to the other five? Well, it's not like Italians don't know anything about them. They do have names for them, but they are considered foreign letters because they do not use them for any native Italian words. They only use them for words that are important from other languages, okay? So today I am going to show you all of the letters, both the Italian letters and the foreign ones, but of course we're going to focus more on the Italian letters, okay? And as I said, we're going to take a look at their names and their sounds. Now, for you guys who are elementary students, it's very, very important that you take into account that the sounds or the letters are much more important than their names. And what I'm going to test you on is the sounds, not the names. So in this video, I'm going to mention the names just once, but we're going to focus on the sound. Okay? So, cominciamo. Let's start. This is the first letter of the Italian alphabet. Ah. Ah. Okay? That's the name of the letter. It's not called A, it's called Ah. Okay? And it sounds just like its name. Ah. Like the AU in laugh, right? Ah. Ah. Prossima lettera, next letter, B, right? And it sounds like the B in B, right? B, right? B, B. Same as in English. Next letter, prossima lettera, C, C, not C, C, okay? I hope you will have noticed that below the letter, I am writing the way it sounds, right? So just read that in English and you will get uh, a very approximate sound, right? Something very similar to what it actually sounds when you pronounce it in Italian. Ci, that's the name of the letter C in Italian, ci. Now, you will also have noticed that the two letters that we did before, A and B, those were in blue. Why do I have chi in red? Well, I am doing that with the letters that have two sounds in Italian. Okay, so chi has two sounds. Okay, this actually happens a lot less in Italian than it does in English, so no worries. It's only a couple letters, literally. Chi is one of them. What are the two sounds that chi has in Italian? Well, it sounds like the C in corn, for example. That's like a strong sound, right? And it also sounds like the CH in cheese, right? Ch, ch. So it has two sounds, a hard sound and a soft sound, ch, and it's called chi. Prossima lettera, next letter, D. Just like in English, it sounds like the D in deer. D. The. Next letter, A. A. Very important. Do not pronounce this as E. Okay? It's A. That's the name of the letter, and that's also its sound. A. Like the E in bell. but more open, okay, and a little longer. E, not e, e, okay? E. Prossima lettera. F, not F, like in English. Its Italian name is F, right? And it sounds just like in English, like the F in fish. Okay, F. Prossima lettera. This one also has two sounds. Its name is G, okay, just like in English. But its sounds are slightly different, right? It has a sound, a strong sound like the G in good, so G, right? G. And it also has a soft sound, which in Italian sounds a lot like the J in jet, okay? J. So a hard sound for the G, G, and a soft sound, J. G, G, J. If you haven't been doing that, please start right now. Practice the sounds with me. G, G, J. Prossima lettera. H, okay? H. And it's very simple. In Italian, H has no sound. No sound at all. Okay? Prossima lettera. I. I. What is the sound? It sounds like the double E in B, right? Just like that. I. Prossima lettera. I lunga. Okay? This is not called J, it's called I lunga. And it is a foreign letter. So when letters are foreign, we're not going to learn their sounds, okay? Uh, just their names, and they're not really that important. But remember that this is called I lunga and not J. I lunga. Prossima lettera, this is called K. K. Okay? And it is a foreign letter, so let's don't worry too much about K. Let's move on to L. L. Very simple, the sound of L goes like the L in laugh. L, L, L. L, L. Prossima lettera, M. Okay? M. Not M, M. And it sounds like the M in mother. Very simple. Just like the M, the English M. M sounds the same. M, M, M. Okay? Prossima lettera, N. N. The sound is like in English, like the N in no. N, N, N. By this point, you will have noticed that there are very, very few letters in Italian whose sounds change as compared to English. But they are the most important ones, right? Typically the vowels, but many of them don't. So this shouldn't be too hard. Prossima lettera, it's a vowel, and it changes a bit. Its name is O, okay? Not O, O, right? A simple sound, but very open. That's the way that Italian vowels sound. O. What is that sound? It's a little bit like the O in York, right? Like in New York. Pronounce that in English. York. York, right? And then exaggerate that O a little bit. It's not York, it's York. O. O. That's the Italian vowel. O. Okay? Prossima lettera. P. P. Sounds just like in English. P, 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 like the P in pine. Okay? Prossima lettera. Q. It's not called Q, it's Q, right? And just like in English, it has a K sound like the K in koala. Okay? Q. K. Prossima lettera. R. R. Okay? Like the R in Sara. R, R, R. 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 Prossima lettera. S. S. Like the S in soda. Okay? Soda. But there is an important rule when it comes to the S. Okay? Which happens in a lot of very important Italian words. When the S comes in between two vowels, it has a slightly softer sound, right? It buzzes a little, right? So listen to the pronunciation of that word you see at the bottom. Casa. Casa. What that means is house. Notice that I'm not saying casa, I'm saying casa. It's softer, right? When the S occurs between vowels in Italian, it becomes softer. It buzzes a little, okay? Casa, casa. Prossima lettera. T. Very simple, just like in English, like the T in time. It sounds T, okay? T, T. Prossima lettera. U. U. It's not U, it's U, right? All Italian vowels have a single sound, and that sound is strong. So, U. Like the double O in cool, right? Cool. But also like oh, like exaggerate a little, right? It's not like cool. Ooh, no, it's ooh, okay? Ooh. Prossima lettera V, okay? V, not V, V. But the sound is the same like the V in violin, right? V, V, V. Prossima lettera W. W. You will have heard already that this has the V sound, right? Yes. This is called double V, right? Right? Double V. That's what it means, W. W. And the sound, well, this is a foreign letter, so we're not going to worry about it too much. But I'm just going to tell you right now that foreign letters in Italian tend to be pronounced exactly like in English because most foreign words that have been adopted in the Italian language come from English. So a foreign word that they use a lot is whiskey, and they pronounce it just like that, whiskey, and they write it with a W. Okay? So W is a foreign letter. X. X, that's another foreign letter. Another foreign letter with a very weird name, Ypsilon. Ypsilon. Not Y, Ypsilon. Foreign letter. And then the last letter of the Italian alphabet, Zeta. Zeta, right? This is important. Notice that when I wrote the pronunciation, I did not write it with a Z, but with a DZ, right? Zeta is a very strong letter in Italian, right? Zeta. It does not go Z, right? It goes like Z, Z, right? Very strong. Zeta, right? So a little bit like the combination of D and Z, right? And an important word with zeta is zero, right? Notice that it's not zero or zero, right? It's zero. Very strong letter. Zeta, zero. Okay? And that's the Italian alphabet. Both the 21 Italian letters and the 5 foreign letters. Okay? Now, before we end the video, I want us to practice the vowels again. Okay? So, for those of you who may not know this, both in Italian and English, we divide letters in two big groups, consonants and vowels. Vowels are the letters we pronounce with our mouths very open and our vocal cords, sounding very, very strongly. And then consonants are pronounced with a more closed mouth, right? Vowels are only 5, and those are the most important letters in the Italian alphabet. So we're going to review them again, okay? Pronounce them with me. Ah, like AU in laugh. Ah, ah. E, like the E in bell but exaggerated. E. E, like the double E in B. E. O, like the O in York but exaggerate again. O. And then oo, like the double O in cool, but exaggerated. Ooh, ooh. A, E, E, O, oo. Okay? And those are the Italian letters. Grazie ragazzi, thank you guys. Alla prossima.